Cool. 0 people. The stream is going really well. Yeah, my analytics have been going down the toilet a little bit, but honestly, it doesn't matter. Um, I just need one person here. I just need one person, then I can really, really begin. I don't even know if am I even going on. Am I even going live? Pretty sure I am. Cool. Saw your comment, Master Eve, or what is it, Master ETH. I'm gonna just I'll give me a sec. Cool. All right, cool. We got one viewer, Master ETH. This is you. Yeah. So favorite genre of music? Um, Damn, that's like a really hard question. I would say, I guess, like French house has never failed me. I've always loved French electronic music, like Daft Punk, uh, Justice, Cassius, Madeon, um, all those guys. Jack or Musa is a pretty underrated guy who I've been obsessed with for a while. Sebastian is probably one of my top like 3 artists of all time. I love his sound. So yeah, all those guys are just like French house guys. Um, so holy shit, you gave me $5. What the heck? I don't even know what does that even mean? Jesus. Yeah, thanks. That's cool. Hey Urza R. It's going good. It's going well. Just chilling. Um, uh, yeah, I'm kind of I don't know. I haven't really prepared much for this stream. I don't know what I'm going to be talking about. Um, but yeah, I mean, I'm just excited to try this out. Last time I did a stream, I think I worked for 8 hours, and I had to like pretend like like I was working. I mean, I was working, but I was also like I also had to show that I was working to everybody, so that was pretty stressful. Whereas this one is just going to be like a casual stream. So yeah, it's been going good. How are you doing? Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was a really fun stream. Yeah, I mean, like I didn't actually expect to get that many viewers on that because like I remember at some point like I was getting like 10 concurrent viewers just like watching you work, which is kind of stupid. Like I don't know why people would watch me for like 8 hours straight. Um, and then my mom told me she was like watching it or something as well as my grandma. So like my mom and my grandma really love to see me work for some reason. So they were just like streaming me work. So that's like two people that were watching me work. So I guess there's 8 other random people that are watching me work, which which is good. My mom and my grandma don't really count, but yeah, that's good. It's good that you're doing okay. That's it's better than not doing okay. So yeah. Yeah, I have like it's weird like, seeing you guys. It's like this whole it's like or like the way I think about you guys because it's like this whole idea, I mean like Dreg's idea of like parasociality, I guess. Which not just Dreg's idea, but like, you guys were probably Dreg fans, so yeah, like the way I interpret you guys is just kind of like I know you guys are like an actual person, but it's just weird, like because I just see your avatar and your username, and that's just who you guys are to me. Um, and like, oh yeah, yeah, the standing desk is pretty cool. Like I got a Vari standing desk, so it's like it was $900 after tax Canadian. But it was nice because like my job, when I first joined my job, they like had this COVID thing where they covered $500 for the desk. So So I just ended up paying $400 for like a brand new, like nice electric desk. So it was like really nice. Which one did you get? Yeah, it's this is fun. This is fun so far. I like it. Drag retweet is a good idea. Why did fuck man? Shit. I realize I should be swearing. So 5 people. Holy shit, that's like an insane crowd. How are you guys doing? The uplift desk. What's that? Uplift desk. Uplift desk with a whiteboard surface. Oh yeah, this is pretty. It's pretty. Looks like nice. It's like yeah. I love Sebastian. I love Sebastian. I love like his music is extremely unique, and like I like I'm a massive fan of his music. I think Total is probably one of my favorite albums of all time. It's just like I just love the I guess the darkness of it, like the unique the fact that like his vocal chops are like really unique, and like even the way he mixes like very unique to me, and like and it sounds so natural. Like I just it's like I'm honestly in love with the sound. I love it. Yeah, I'm butchering this. I'm butchering the wording of it. Hey Nate, but yeah, I love Sebastian. I think if you listen to Razor, I do some vocal chops there, and also the main synth, the like the saw synth. I mean that's directly inspired from like Sebastian's sound. Like that's kind of what I was going for when I first. So that song I originally originally if you guys if you guys watch Drag, that's like um, that song was originally used in Drag's. I did hear his YSL releases, and I'll get to that in a little bit. I like I love it's like one of his best work as well, like really underrated stuff. I love it. But yeah, I made like a song originally for Dreg's Drugs music video, and then I kind of just like touched up and more, and like added more and more like Sebastian like influence as I released it as a solo track. So yeah. Uh, have you heard the good news about our Lord in heaven? He is risen. Yeah, I mean, that's what's the he's risen. That's good. um, that's cool. Um, yeah, I mean, that's cool. Like my mom is pretty religious, so she likes that stuff. Um, I'm, I guess, I don't know to what extent I should talk about my personal life, but like, I don't, I'm an agnostic, and like, I do consider like, I think that the Lord could exist, like God could exist, but I also like live my life as if He doesn't exist necessarily. So, um, okay, so YSL releases. Yeah, his YSL releases were really good. I loved his what is it? I love like the first one he did, which was the Woman's 2017 collection. YSL soundtrack was so good. And then I think 2019 is also really good. Um, I think 2017 is one of my favorite like one of my favorite ones because of like um, no, I can't. I'm already having difficulty like talking uh, coherently. So much pressure. Holy shit! There's 10 viewers now. Holy shit! This is incredible. But yeah, no, Sebastian's YSL release, like the YSL releases were like really good. I'm a massive fan of those. I also love how minimal they are. Like it's just kind of, I like the idea of like making. I like that general idea of like making a song really quickly because that's what Sebastian did. Like I think he had like a couple of days to whip like a soundtrack out, and like it's like a 10-minute soundtrack that you can make in a couple of days. I'm not gonna talk incoherently. What do you honestly? What do you guys are trying to? You guys are trying to make me sound stupid. I don't know. Um. Uh. Yeah, but yeah, yeah. Um. Cool. Um. I guess. Yeah. Yeah. YSL. The thing is, it is a little generic. We'll get off. Sorry, guys. We'll get off topic with this YSL stuff pretty soon. But I just like I love like I have no one else like around my friend group like actually listens to Sebastian, let alone the YSL soundtracks. This is like a blast for me to talk to. I feel like YSL for me was like in the very beginning when I first started listening to it, like I was kind of underwhelmed because I was expecting Sebastian to come back with a more like a grittier sound. He did preserve like the kind of vibe though. It's like the same dark vibe, the same like moody vibe. But he kind of like in a different format. It was more of a orchestral or like a synth orchestral format. But then I've started liking it more and more. Like I've been loving like the simplicity and elegance of it. If that makes any sense. Like I like, and I've also been like kind of like diving more into the orchestral stuff. So it's kind of like I love Sebastian's vibe plus the orchestral stuff. So it makes sense why I really like the YSL stuff. Anyways, let's I guess let's talk about the. I guess we could talk about the album. I don't know. Whatever you guys want to do. Hey, Halo Tard, the Halo Tard. Yes, that's Hao Yang. That's one of my friends. Yeah, yeah. Okay, cool. Let's talk about I guess the album. If you guys want to talk about something else, I can switch topics because I don't want it to be about just this album. Software. I use Ableton. Ableton is what I use. I used to use FL Studio. I used it for like 5 years, and then I kind of got tired. Fucking Camden finger. I use Ableton, but yeah, I use FL and then I use Ableton. I use Ableton because primarily because of its time stretching capabilities, and also I got a Mac, so I didn't want to get a what is it, like a wine bottler for my Mac. I didn't want to I didn't want to get like FL Studio through that, so I decided to just get an entirely new DAW. And I tried Logic, and I just really didn't like Logic. Like I just found it really unintuitive, especially coming from like an FL Studio background, and I don't know, like it just didn't feel right to me. So I started using Ableton, and now I use Ableton to this day, and it's like I consider it like better than FL Studio in like many respects. FL Studio still has like I do like there's still like I do love the not the simplicity, but like just the intuitiveness of FL Studio. And it's like way more fun to produce in FL Studio. But Ableton like functionally for me is like definitely better. But for me. So yeah. All right. Yeah, all right. Let's talk about the album. Yeah. All right. And if you guys want to talk about anything, yeah. So as I said, if you guys want to talk about anything else, like I'll just regularly divert and I'll look at what you guys are saying. I'll have the album as like an anchor to go back to in case we run out of stuff to talk about. No, another job besides YouTube. Of course. I mean, I work as a programmer, so I work a 9 to 5. So I mean, yeah, I mean, it's like, I mean, it's a really good job. Like I'm really, it's like it's honestly like an amazing job. It's probably one of the best jobs I've had. So I have no complaints. But yeah, my monitor died. What's going on? Here we go. Yeah, it's a really good job. Like optimally, like it's like the people there are like really nice, and the job is like itself like pretty interesting for what it is. So I'm pretty appreciative of it, but yeah, ultimately, I should probably to my coworkers. So if anybody's watching, because any of my coworkers are watching it, 10 to 4, cool. What do you do, Corey? All right, and meanwhile, I'll get started talking to about the album, I guess. Cool. Yeah, I've never. I feel really glad that I never had to code in PHP. I don't know. PHP like looks like a nightmare to me. Vue is pretty new, I think. Vue is pretty new. But like I think the sure, yeah. I'll just send me a link, and if I'll have time, I'll pop in. But yeah, is it Vue? Oh, it probably is Vue. Oh, sense. Vue. Yeah. Okay. Right. All right. Well, yeah. A year from now, just send me a link, and if I'm still around, if I'm still around, guys, I'll pop in. Yeah. I mean, like, if yeah, yeah. I like it. Just yeah. I mean, I read. I the thing is, it's like you read a word a lot of times, and you kind of have like the pronunciation in your head, and then and then you say it, and then you realize it's wrong. And I've never actually like I don't think I've ever said view before as in VUE. So all right. Um, the album, yes. So I know. So yeah, this whole album thing. I've been working on this album for like a while, um, and yeah. So like, I've always been kind of like a producer, and I've always like making videos as well. But like, I think for a bigger part of my life, I've been a producer more than I've been making videos. Um, so yeah, I've like over the course of my life, I just made music, and then eventually I had like enough material to compile to an album. So yeah, so we have there's 17 songs in this album. So the first one is Space Age Love Song with this guy that I collaborated with called Colin Campbell. He's a guy from high school, really cool guy. And it's probably like one of the strongest tracks of the album, I think. Um, uh, and what's my favorite song in the album? Shit. Uh, I don't know. It's like I really, I go back to White Swan a lot. I really like White Swan. Cyber Clash. I go back to Cyber Clash a lot too. Um, I Am Machine is good. Um, Blast Off. I used to listen to like more, but then I got bored of it. So yeah. Volaqual. Volaqual. That one is that one's probably single handedly the song I spent the most amount of time on. Um, I probably spent like an insane like I probably spent way too much time on Volleyball. And doesn't it might not sound like it, but I just it was an entirely different song, and then I got like pretty sad at one point, and then I just deleted like 75% of it, and I started from like from scratch from that point on. Um, and like I think I deleted it one more time as well, like some parts as well. Like I just kept deleting sections, and then I had this thing. Um, yeah, I mean, Volaqual, that song was like pretty instruments. Okay, okay, I'm gonna finish with the Volaqual, and we'll get back to it. Volaqual, like I was with I came out of like I guess a breakup, and I was pretty emotionally charged. Like I just had a lot of emotion in me, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna make a song. So I started making a song, um, and then it was like this kind of like beat thing, Uh, yeah, but anyway, and then like I think I worked on it for a bit, and then like I think I didn't work on it for 6 months, and then I started making it again, and this time I was in a different state of mind, so I wanted to like lead it to a different direction, and then I worked on it a bit more, and then like I let some time pass again, and then I started, and then I wait, yeah, and then I worked on it again. So I was like, that song I didn't. It wasn't like a song that I made like all in one like phase of my life. It was a song that I worked on in multiple phases of my life. Like I started Volacqual maybe like 3 years ago, and I just like kept working on it, and then like I kept changing as a person, like and the song kept changing, like the whole kind of tone. So it's just kind of like, and I named it Volacqual because it's just kind of like I kind of think of it as like this like shifting thing, like I don't know, like it's kind of like it's like almost like directionless. Like I mean, there's some direction, but it always like changes. Like um, it's kind of like it's always like trying to subvert in in a couple ways. Anyways, doesn't matter. A Camden Finger. Do you play instruments? Yeah, I play piano. I'm not like amazing at it, but I play from the real book, which is like a jazz book, and I play sometimes in at practice. I also play guitar sometimes. Also not like amazing at it, but I can play. And then I also know how to play the clarinet, but I haven't played that in like God knows how long. So oh no, we dropped two viewers. Shit. All right. Um, uh, what should I talk about? Yeah, I know, Kirk. This is insane. I guess it's just. Wait, am I streaming? Wait, hold up. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, I'm not streaming. I'm not streaming myself. Okay, good. So it's two actual viewers, not just you and me. Oh, four viewers now. Yes. Yeah. Welcome, guys. Um, yeah. I guess. What's the next track I'll talk about? Um, I'll talk about Space Age Love Song. I haven't even covered the first song. Jeez, I'm like jumping around. So the first track, Space Age Love Song, that's a track that I made in collaboration with this like guitarist from high school. He's an extremely talented guy, and I wanted to collaborate with him, but like, yeah, like it would be pretty hard like to reach him. I like to set up a collaboration date. I think that was like a collaboration date. That was a pretty. I think it was already like kind of difficult, and then I kept like sending him iterations of it, and then he would just ignore me, kind of thing. Not ignore me, but like he wouldn't see it. And then like he somehow saw it in 3 years. Like we started the song in May 2018, and then I worked on it, and then I kept sending him iterations, and then he only saw what message. I don't know why he wouldn't look at the message. Um, yeah, Kirk, maybe it is time to keep the 9 to 5 grind going. Shit, maybe it's just not meant to be. Um, but yeah, but anyways, we made that song. So like what this message is held for review. And it's really funny. I don't know, man. You should just do it. Like it's the world is yours. Just like walk up to a random pedestrian and just sumo wrestle them. I mean, you'll have to face some consequences, but it's like, I mean, if you really want to wrestle, I mean, it's no, 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 let's strip down and go at it, guys. Let's strip down and go at it, guys. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'll think about it. I mean, probably not, but I'll think about it. Um, uh, what the thing is, I'm an open book. If everyone's down, I guess I'm pretty agreeable. So if everyone's down, I guess I'll be like, okay, I guess I'm down. It's I mean, yeah. Okay. Jesus, Nick the Stick, you got some issues, man. You could kill a man. I mean, to be honest, I mean, I could also kill a man right now because, like, you could, right? Like, you could technically kill a man, but like, I mean, I think a lot of people could kill a man right now. Maybe like, I mean, yeah. I mean, like, you shouldn't though, you know, but you could, but you shouldn't. Um, yeah, maybe Izzy, maybe you should wrestle with Camden. Jesus, maybe you should wrestle with Izzy. But you and Camden should wrestle. Jesus, you guys are what in the what are you guys even talking about? This is insane. I don't understand. Like you guys are just like this is like too beyond me right now. Like I don't understand. This is insane. Um, Jesus. Um, the chain smokers. Of course, I love the chain smokers. Who wouldn't love the chain smokers? The chain smokers are the greatest. Not the greatest. See, I was being ironic. Like I was being like half ironic, and now I'm like kind of backtracking. Like I'm not ironic. Chain smokers are actually like unironically like not bad. I'm not a fan of their like their actual the material, but like I like their actually some Chainsmokers songs are actually pretty good. Like I remember listening to some remixes. It was actually like really good. Like Chainsmokers live are actually like really good as well. Their live performances are like actually like way different from what I thought they would be. So do you plan on watching Sing the movie or the Emoji Movie? What is Sing the movie? Let me Google this. Strange thing. I might, maybe it'll come a time where it'll be on somewhere, it'll be on the TV and I'll it'll the Emoji Movie actually. I think is the Emoji Movie honestly might be pretty funny. Like I don't know, the Emoji Movie is I just love because apparently like it's like over the top of like like symbolism and like or like all the logos and stuff. Like corporate like marketing and all that jazz. Like apparently, yeah, I don't know. It looks like a very very Hollywood movie. Like it's an over the top Hollywood like movie. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. But anyways, I feel like yeah, I feel like I wouldn't be opposed to watching this. It looks interesting, would you get an abortion if you were pregnant? What? Why would I do that? If I was pregnant. Oh, okay. I thought you. Oh, okay. Would I get an abortion if I was pregnant? Uh, the I don't know. I can't answer that because I don't know how it would feel to have a baby. Um, I don't know. Um, what's my favorite color? Um, you guys are asking like the big questions here. Like Jesus, I can't think of all these things. My favorite color probably like a blue. I think I like a blue. A blue's like kind of peaceful. Maybe like a green. Those colors like are nice. Actually, a green. I like a green now because uh, summer is my favorite season. It's going away now, so I kind of want to. Green is a nice color. It's a color of life. It's a color of life. It's nice. Blue is the color of tranquility and like calmness. Um, yeah. Well, obviously the basic colors. What do you expect me to know? Like I don't know. I mean, I know turquoise and like gold. Like I know some colors, but I only know the primary colors. The secondary and the tertiary colors, I'm really bad at. I'm not a color person really. I think I can differentiate the colors, but like knowing the names of them and like pulling out a favorite color from like one of the list of secondary or tertiary colors, I don't know if I can do that. It's too much for me. My small little brain can't compute that. Um, theme of the movie is 1984. Yeah, from the Emoji Movie. I mean, I think I get that vibe. Yeah. Are you well built? I'm not going to show you guys my body. Okay. There's no way you guys can see my body. Okay. There's no videos at all where you guys can see the upper half of my body. No way. So that's a secret. Will remain a secret forever. Um, uh, yeah, gimmick movies. You can watch Troll 2. If you guys don't know what Troll 2 is, it's like a horrible. Well, I mean, it's an amazing movie, but like it's apparently it was trying to be serious with the whole horror thing, which it failed at. But you know, it made a really good like comedy. Um, but it's a movie called Troll 2, where there's like these like it's a horror movie where these goblins convert people into like plants and then they eat them. So like they're like vegetarian. But you can find the whole movie on YouTube. I watched that movie on YouTube recently. Jesus, Camden, you are literally like you're coming in with like the savage questions here. I don't know if I can. Jesus, what's going on here? um, how do I come up with the titles for my tracks? I don't know. It just kind of like I get the vibe that like, well, Space Age Love Song was actually Colin's idea. That's like his, that was like he's like, yo, this song we should call a Space Age Love Song, and I'm like, no, yeah, it kind of does sound like Space Age Love Song. So I was like, all right, this is good. Let's call it that. And he also wrote the lyrics, so it makes sense. Um, for this track called Blast Off, yeah, I was like, wow, this is kind of like I don't know, like it just kind of sounds like a rocket ship blasting off. I don't know. I just kind of got the vibe that Blast Off would be a good name for it. Well, I already told you how I got. I mean, actually, I didn't tell you. I mean, I just like I remember I was in bed one day and I just popped in my head. I'm like, all right, I'm calling it Volleyball. I think it's the right name. Uh, yeah, I mean, from the uh, from the whole song title front, like I'm not sure. Like I'm not sure. Like me describing the process is like super interesting. Um, what's my favorite song off the album? So I already talked about this, but like let me see if I have any different opinions. Um, if I were to choose one song, one song. If I were to choose one song, I'd probably choose Volleyball. But that's just because like it has the most like significance to me when I made it. But objectively, if I were just like, minus my bias, if I was just a random guy listening to this album for the first time, I think my favorite song would be "I Am Machine" or "Cyberclash" or "Space." I don't know, but I gotta choose one. I think "Cyberclash." I think "Cyberclash" is my favorite. If I were to look at it from an objective standpoint, um, so stream keeps cutting out. Are you serious? Fuck. No. That's probably why people have been dropping off. Yeah, I'm at my parents' place right now, and the internet here is like just for some reason just cuts out sometimes. Um, yeah, I don't know why that happens. It's kind of annoying. Okay, that's good. What is the most severe injury I have ever sustained? I remember I fell off a bike and I scraped my knee pretty badly. So I've been fortunate enough never to get into like bad injury situations. Um, all right, Izzy. Okay, what is this question? Why don't people still use candles for light? Candles are superior to light bulbs. How many candles do you own? Singular. I own one candle. Smells pretty nice. It's kind of generic. It's like I got it from a store. So why don't people still use candles for light? I don't know. It's actually a really good question. I don't know. I have no idea. You live in darkness. Yeah, I know. This is Canada. In the U.S., everything's like bright, and then the moment you enter Canada, everything just becomes like dark. It becomes like just like we live in a permanent like Arctic night. Um, yeah, I mean, why don't people still use candles for light? I don't know. Yeah, I think people do sometimes. Like if you go to one of those like cave tours, like one of those like edgy cave tour things, I think they might you still use candles for light. I think it's pretty nice. You merely adopted the darkness I was born in it. Where were you born? The true north. Yes, the true north. Um, Canada. I don't know who here is a Canadian. Where are you guys from? Man, I traveled to the states like a week and a half ago, and I was just like, man, I can't believe people live in like heat all year long. This is amazing. Like I'm so jealous. I love heat. Even if it's like 40 degrees Celsius, which is like I don't know what that is, like 115 Fahrenheit or something. I would love that. I love heat. It's not amazing. Wait, why not? You guys have palm trees. Have you considered doing karate? Every man missed punch and kick for life and fulfillment. Caveman, you have to wipe your ass after walking. I'm not even going to question. Florida has some really weird shit going down there. What do you mean you have to wipe your ass about like after walking the dog? That's weird. That's really weird. Just living in a swamp ass. Jesus, that's insane. One sec. No, I just needed to close the door. Like by swamp ass, do you mean like next to like Shrek? Like Shrek swamp? That's not how Florida is. Las Vegas was really cool. I really like Las Vegas. It was really really cool. And then we went to LA. LA was really cool. Um, LA was a blast. Oh, there we go. Now we're getting the interesting questions. I mean, actually, no. You guys are. I mean, these are all really interesting questions. I didn't mean to. What are your thoughts on the pointlessness of life in an infinite multiverse? Um, I guess the pointlessness of life in an infinite multi. I don't really think about it. I used to think about it a lot. I used to be like so deep into like philosophy, and now I'm like whatever. It doesn't like literally my philosophy is to not think about philosophy. I think it's stupid. Well, not stupid. Okay. It's not stupid. I think philosophy is like really important. Like I think I think like I passed through a bunch of philosophy and I'm like I wasn't philosophical and then I passed through a bunch of philosophy and then now I'm like now I'm like living my life as if I'm not really thinking about philosophy kind of thing. Which is like I feel like which is like I don't know. probably I think it's like the best way for me to live my life at least. So, um, but the pointlessness of life and an infinite, like, I guess I don't know. I think is like if you really embed yourself into like this whole like philosophy thing, like ever notice how like a lot of people who are like very sad engage in philosophy more than people who are like really happy. Like if you're a really happy person, you'll probably like refer to philosophy as like a passing like cool thing. Like, oh wow, yeah, that's pretty cool. It's like you're showing like a person like something that like it's some like something that doesn't really interest them, but they're like, wow, okay, this is kind of cool. And then they kind of like pass on. They don't really live it out. Whereas if you show philosophy to like a person who's like kind of sad, they'll like they'll be like, oh, maybe this is like a way to cure my sadness. So they'll kind of start embedding themselves into like philosophical thought, and they'll start to like really live out the philosophy. And then like when you start to really like think about that kind of stuff, like I think the questions of like like pointlessness and meaning, like lack of meaning in life, they become like I think previously they're not really like questions that you need to concern yourself about, but once you start actually living out the philosophy, it's like you actually begin to like those questions actually begin to like kind of like stab at you. Like you have to answer them. And so that's why a lot of people who like I think start thinking about this get depressed because it's just like, well, what is the point in life? And it's just like, and then it's kind of like this whole conundrum of like thought that they have to kind of like dig themselves out of. Um, uh, I mean, there's a point in life, but like, I mean, there's probably a point, but the whole point, like, I don't know, for me, like, I feel like it's not something you should really actively think about. Like, you know, I think the more you think about it, the more overwhelming the question gets. Cause like, or it's not a question you shouldn't even answer. Cause like, if you answer the question, then it's kind of like you're attaching yourself to a label, but which is kind of like reducing you to like a tool, like a function to perform those goals. Um, anyways, um, religion. I'm not sure. Like by religion, I don't necessarily mean like the Abrahamic religions, like Christianity, Judaism, Islam. Like nor do I like nor like I don't like refer to like by religion. I like the idea of like having a set of like beliefs that you kind of like chain yourself to, and then kind of like attach yourself to those beliefs as if they're like undeniable. I mean, I think that could be really helpful in like a life in a world full of um, shit. I mean, I think I mean, like religion could be bad for you as well, and I mean, but it's a tool. I think it's a tool ultimately um, to help people live. Um, if there are infinite use, does free will even matter? Whoa. Well, hold on, Corey. Corey, what is the point in life? I mean, I want to hear this. What is this? I can't read this, or can I? Oh, can I read Japanese? Um, so this character is like I took one Japanese class. Now I forget everything, so I can't even pretend like I know this. Um, if there are infinite U's, does free will even matter? Wait, hold up. Before that, have you considered a transition into becoming Japanese? Transition into becoming Japanese. Uh, how does one become Japanese? That's what I want to know. Oh, like moving to Japan. Um, maybe I don't know. Like I mean, I think it'd be kind of lonely because I mean, I'm already like 24, and I don't really know like I don't know. Like I already have a community here. Like I know people here. Like and it's like there's a whole other community that's there, and like I gotta adopt this community. Like I guess like if I was into like Japanese culture by default, like it would be kind of cool to to do that, but I'm not really that kind of. I'm not like I'm not like no, I'm no stranger to Japanese culture, but at the same time, I'm not really. I wouldn't say I'm like super familiar with what they do. Um, what is okay okay underwhelming. Okay, experience is a point of life. Underwhelming, but it's helpful to think of meaning in terms of experiencing reality. In terms of experiencing reality, the okay, what is it? The point in life is experience. So why is that? So okay, so it's okay, sure. So it's helpful to think of meaning in terms of experiencing reality. I so mean I mean, like, that's kind of I think that's helpful for sure because it's just like no matter what you experience, it's like it's kind of like in a way I kind of interpret that as like accruing XP as you live. It's like you live out and it doesn't matter how you live, and then like it doesn't matter what you do, but you still fulfill that meaning, and you're still getting better at fulfilling that meaning or whatever because you live through your life. That's kind of how I interpret what you said. Um, so you will never racially transition the experience of becoming Japanese. I don't know what you guys are talking about. This is ridiculous. You guys are jokesters. Um, uh, the meaning of lives are about avoiding death in a way, leaving a family, bloodline, legacy, ways to avoid death. But the life part experience is the part that actually gives meaning. Yeah, the thing is like, thanks, Bertstein. Spasiba. Um, uh, experiencing is yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm just trying to think it through. Like I haven't really heard that perspective before. Is the part that actually gives meaning. Experience is the part that actually gives meaning. I mean, yes, it does, but like, can you argue that some experience doesn't give you meaning, or like, how can you argue that all experience gives you meaning? And what is like meaning really? Like, you know, like there's the meaning of life. For example, like if you're like Elon Musk, your meaning is to make electric cars and make spaceships. And I guess I mean, and like there's a lot of and there's a lot of like and there's stuff and like if you're Elon Musk, like your main focus is to make cars. And like, but like for example, if you're like, but like for example, eating like a cracker or something, like I feel like would be less meaningful than like going on this whole endeavor. So there's like layers of meaning. Um, so ultimately, you can the mean when people say the meaning of life, I think it's just like there's like multiple tiers of meaning, and I guess people are trying to find like the top tier of meaning, like the thing that gives them the most meaning. Um, um, but I guess like I don't know, experience is the part that actually does give meaning. Yeah, I guess you could say that. Um, uh, you have one candle and live in darkness. All right, you guys want to see darkness? That's it. This is darkness, guys. Now this is darkness. All right, one sec. I gotta turn on the light here. All right. Do. If you were to move outside of North America, where would you go? Probably North America. Um, maybe um, France. feel like France would be cool. I've always liked French music, so maybe France is cool. I've only been there once for like a couple of days, so I probably didn't get like an amazing perspective on it. But I mean, Japan would be cool too. Japan would be cool too. No, 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 le Québécois. Actually, I live literally like well, my place that I live in downtown Ottawa. Um, the place where I live is literally like I think a 20-minute walk to Quebec. So we're literally like everything is like Quebec. Like, or I have no idea what I just said, but everything. I mean, a lot of culture in my city is like there's a lot of French. And it's kind of cool to have the border that close too. It's like you hop like you go to different province and everything's like suddenly different. Because usually in a country like for example, in the states, you go to one state to the next. It's just like everything is. There's cultural differences, but there's not like there's some cultural differences, but like for example, the language doesn't really change. Um, or I mean, it would seem to me, but like in like Quebec, like everything is just French there. I mean, there are pockets of like English communities, I think, but it's just like Ottawa's predominantly English, and then as soon as you go to the other side of the border, everything is like predominantly French, which is kind of cool. I can't speak French. Yeah, it's been a while, but I can. Um, and I mean I can like I'll, I mean I'm not like really good at it. Like it's pretty rusty, but I did go to school and I did take French. Um, how tall am I? I am 8 feet tall. So yeah. Have you ever been to Mexico? Yeah, I have. I like it. I like Mexico. Mexico's nice. Are there Spanish in Canada? Uh, to be honest, U.S. is probably your best bet. Um, if you want to, I mean, I don't know. There's probably pockets of like Spanish communities in Canada. Not that, like, not nothing major though. There's not. I don't really. I'm not really aware of any major like Spanish pockets, community pockets in Canada. Maybe in Toronto, because Toronto's like a pretty big hub for everything. But I know in Ottawa we don't really have. I don't like. It doesn't seem like we have much of a like Spanish uh, thing. Um, where else do I post the music? Do I respect others? Yes. I mean, I think so. Where else do I post the music? Spotify, YouTube, SoundCloud. Oh yeah, yeah. Make sure to follow my SoundCloud guys, and also have an Instagram page where I posted one picture of myself, and I have one follower. Yeah, one follower. Um, I think it's Cloyd.music on Instagram. If you guys can like that, I'll post. Oh, I have 2 followers now. Cool. All right, we're getting the ball rolling. Yeah. All right. So this is my Insta. Yeah, I'm just like shamelessly giving out links, but if you guys want it, they're all yours. Yeah. Have you ever seen a small Camden finger? I don't know. You have a very powerful imagination. Have you ever seen a small person, like a baby? A baby's pretty small. I've seen a baby. That's actually pretty insane. Can you like imagine like having a little baby like this small, and the baby grows like like an actual person. It's like insane. It's like crazy. The power of nature. What I Camden, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I can respond to that. The questions are becoming too crazy. I don't know if I can handle this anymore. Uh, yeah, yeah. But yeah, the U.S. was like so sick. I love the U.S. Um, yeah, so yeah, Greg and I went to L.A. and Las Vegas. That was like a really good time. Just like, I don't know, like Ottawa is like pretty good, but like, I mean, it's objectively a good place to live. Like objectively, is a good place to live. Like it's really safe. It's pretty clean. Um, it's in Canada. Everyone wants to I live in such a desirable place in the world, like Ottawa. You know, I mean, it's pretty cold here, but it's like objectively a good place to live. But like when I went to Los Angeles, like obviously I don't doubt that LA has like their problems. Every city has their problems. Like the homelessness problem was pretty bad there. Um, oh, and then we went to Hollywood Boulevard, and like it was like the saddest thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, cause like I expected Hollywood Boulevard to be like like how it was portrayed in the movies, just like everything is beautiful. Like I don't know, we see Brad Pitt walking around, walking his dog or something. I don't know, but you get there, and then like we got there, and the first 10 minutes we just saw somebody getting arrested. There's like a cop everywhere. There are like cops everywhere. There's like I don't know, just like it reeks of urine, and just like was really sad. Like the contrast was really sad. Um, but like that was just Hollywood Boulevard. But like North Hollywood, for example, was really nice. And like I generally just like love the volatility and like I love like the whole idea of like a city being a little bit more volatile than Ottawa because Ottawa is like the least volatile city probably. It's just like it kind of is what it is. It's always been like that for like a long time. So I like a city with like some volatility and like some uncertainty and so it's nice. It's nice. Um, um, I like how we're the whole idea was to talk about this album, but it's like we haven't really talked about this album that much. I mean, we have a little bit. Um, what are your favorite tracks, guys? Do you guys have any favorite tracks from the album? Yes. No, thanks. Addressed to enthusiasm means a lot. I really appreciate your comment on that video as well. Made me feel good. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, thanks, guys. Um, yeah, Cyberclash is really fun to make. Um, yeah, no, yeah. I'm honestly, guys, like I'm so excited that this album's out. I don't think because we have this thing on making the album because like the album's not perfect by any means, and like I would have like and it was less perfect before, but then I kept working on it. And like the thing is, like when you work on art, you like always want to work on it more and more and more. You don't want to stop working on it. Um, and so I think the original release date was supposed to be like July, but like the original release date was supposed to be like last year, and then I just like kept postponing it because I was like, oh no, whatever, like I have it's an album, I can take my time, and then I realized like I was like camping, and then I realized like on this camping trip I realized like if I don't do it, like if I don't like actively like sit down and like push myself to do it, I will never finish it. Um, because an album is something that you actually have to like. It's like a big thing. Um, so set the deadline to be July. I didn't meet it, and then we Greg and I had this thing where it's like I gave Greg $1,000, and if I don't make the deadline for the album or the deadline that I set it, he's going to give that $1,000 to like a horrible charity. just like I'm a vegetarian, so he was gonna put that money to like a meat factory or something. He was just gonna donate it, and I didn't want him to first of all lose my money, and secondly like give it away to a meat factory. So I was like, okay, well I gotta actually make the deadline, and I did. I had to really push myself, but I did, and the money did not go to the meat factory. Yeah, so yeah. Uh, so it's out. It's like there's like this album that's out, and if are any of you guys producers? If any of you guys are producers, like, or if any of you guys make content, like, post your links. I want to check all you guys out. Um, I think Stu Guy means a lot. Make rap beats for bad SoundCloud rappers. Yeah, sure. That'd be cool. I don't know. I'm vegetarian. Yeah, I've been vegetarian for like 15 years. It's been a while, to be honest. I don't. I think I originally became a vegetarian because of like just like I kind of felt bad for the animals. I was like, dude, this sucks for the animals. And she's like, Jesus, like looked up like meat factories and stuff. And I'm like, bro, this is insane. I don't like this. So I just stopped eating meat because I was like too scared of it. Because I was like, dude, it's just because it comes from like a meat factory. Like, ugh, it's horrifying. But thing is, like, I do eat cheese still, so I'm not like morally. I'm like, I'm not morally perfect or anything. So, uh, and also, like, I was a vegan at one point, but then it was too hard for me, so I was like, whatever. It's like, I don't know, it's hard. Corey, send your or DM me your SoundCloud. I want to listen, or any tracks you have. I'm curious. Message retracted from Per Grinepi. Per Grinepi. Per Grinepi. You ever think something is one thing, but then you think it's actually the other way, but then I actually am dumb and it was what I first thought it was? Yes. Happens to me all the time. Not all the time, but sometimes. Despicable lick. Per Grinepi. Per Grinepi. What's up, guys? I want to make it brighter. What is the fastest car? The Hypoloop. It goes 1 millimeter an hour, as opposed to the Hyperloop. What are your goals for the what are your goals for the next year? I don't know. I want to make more videos. I want to make more funny skits. I want to get back into it. I didn't I spent like 2 months like really working on this album. In the meantime, like I started like accruing more ideas. So I have a bunch of ideas, and I want to make those ideas. And I think they're better than the ideas I had before. So I'm pretty excited. So I want to make more videos, but at the same time, I also want to work on music. And that's the thing. Like I wish I had like one interest that I can like really focus on, because I like making videos and I like making music, and I'm like stretching myself thin if I do like both, because like, you can't like seriously concentrate on one on like you know on two things at once. You gotta like there's so many people that are doing one thing that if you want to like stand out, you gotta just do one thing. And doing two things, like if you're intersecting it a lot, maybe it'll work. But uh, I don't know, like, I mean, I could do something like value select, where like I make music and I also make the videos, but it's not really something that I like to do. Like, or like, it's not something that I would like to do like consistently. I don't think it's like really what like I feel like not really. It's not really the way I want to express myself. But it was the MySpace days. Holy, go Corey, you go back like a long way. I think I remember I had a MySpace account like way back in the day. Like, but I think like I made it before I even understood what it was. Like I just made a MySpace account because people were talking about MySpace. And then like it kind of faded out of relevance. Fucking MySpace. MySpace is actually like really good. I actually really like MySpace. I like the idea of MySpace. It's just like a page where you can drag widgets and stuff, and like you can say like this is the song I like. This is what I'm about. Like it's actually like really nice. Like I actually really like the platform. It's actually such a shame that it went out of popularity. Like I actually really like the vibe. I really like the what MySpace is trying to express, and I hope that there's like a resurgence of something similar to MySpace in the future. That would be pretty cool. That'd be really cool. I really like MySpace. Opinions on the Louisiana Purchase. Oh, I can't even talk about that. Jesus. I don't know. I have no idea what I have no idea what you're talking about. What is the Louisiana Purchase? This could affect our relationship hugely. What is this? Oh, okay. I see. Louisiana was that big at one point? Holy that's insane. Louisiana was massive. What happened to Louisiana? Why is it so small now? Damn. Yo, hey, Triangle Reality was good. Um, yeah, the Louisiana Purchase is like tiny, or it's crazy. It's I don't know why I said tiny. Musical comedy skits. Yeah, maybe. Da, 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 da. What is Sup Goobus? It was a French. Oh, I see. Yeah, I don't know any American history. I know. I'm supposed to know a lot of Canadian history, but to be honest, like in grade, when I was in 10th grade, I was sleeping in class so often that like my teacher would try to like he was a really nice guy and he just wouldn't talk as loudly. He'd be like ironically trying to make the class go a little quiet so that like they can give me more sleep or whatever. And he'd like talk a little quieter as well. Um, so I don't even know much Canadian history to begin with too. The worst part about visiting America, the worst part is that like uh, I said that statement in a very like affirmative tone. So, but I actually have no idea what I was about to say. I was just hoping my brain would like come up with an answer. The worst part, I mean, the homelessness was pretty bad there. Like, it wasn't great. Um, uh, I guess when we were in Las Vegas, I really hated the fact that pricing wasn't transparent. Like, they would just kind of like keep adding fees. Whereas, like, I feel like in Canada, like I don't know, maybe it's just the way, maybe it's just like a different pricing system, but everything was way more transparent. Like, you know exactly what you're paying. I mean, there's like is tax, which is additional, but you can just calculate it 13%, and it always makes sense. But there's no like hidden fees. It seems like. Um, yeah, California. There's so many homeless people in California. Like, it's kind of weird. Like, I don't know. I mean, it makes sense. Like, if the climate's really good. Because the thing is, we have homeless people in Ottawa. Like, we don't have a lot of homeless people, but we do have some. But if I were a homeless person in Ottawa, I would just go south. To be honest, like like it's just too cold here. Like it sometimes get to like negative 30 degrees Celsius, which is how one sec, which is how Celsius to Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit. It gets down to like that. I remember 1 month was literally just that. on average, which is like insanely cold. My day job is a programmer. I do coding. I code stuff. Have I ever heard of? Okay, hold up. Any plans for a second album? Yes, I have some ideas. Yeah, I have a. I've already started working on it. Oh, I already started. I made more music ever since the album's released. So I don't know if I'm going to release that. I'm not sure if I'm going to release those songs as singles or like part of a second album. But yeah, it'll probably be at least like another year or two before I release it. So okay. Have you ever heard of Code Blue? No, I don't know what Code Blue is. Let me look at Code Blue. Code Blue. I guess now I've heard of it. Yeah. Jesus. I think it mostly has to do with economic problems, like a super expensive real estate market. You think California real estate is expensive? Guys, you guys need to go to Canada. Canada is crazy right now. You guys have it literally. It's actually cheaper in California than it is in most parts of Canada. Like adjusted for average pay, we have it way more expensive than you guys. Like Canada has a really big problem. Like it's really bad. Like I remember I was in Las Vegas and there's houses there that are like, I remember seeing this thing. It's like starting from the 200 starting from the 200s, no closing fee, 0% down, townhomes. And I was like, what? Like that's insane. That's unheard of. We have townhomes like in like where I live going for like 800,000 to $1 million. And that's just like, and it's just like we're not even downtown or anything. It's just like it's just like in a suburb. So it's like, I don't know. But I mean, you guys also have. It's no doubt that real estate markets everywhere is flooded, like are insane right now. I know it's literally this whole like land thing. Like we literally have so much land. We have an insane amount of land, and then Canadian like the government makes these like I guess it's like a supply thing. Like we just like the zoning laws. That's the thing that's keeping all the prices so expensive. So, anyways, don't want to get into this kind of stuff. It's a law in America where you can't deny homeless people shelter at public buildings during freezing temperatures. That's actually really good. That's really good. I think we might have the same thing in Canada, but I'm just not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. What is the best thing ever? The best thing ever. Best thing ever. I'll probably say the best thing ever is double stuffed Oreos. Best thing ever, hands down. All right, Matt Spicer, Matt Spicer, Spicer. All right, let's do this. Okay, you ready? Yeah, yeah, cool. I beat you. All right, let's do it one more time. Ready? All right. Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go. What? You got to do the 3, 2, 1 thing. All right, that's fine. We'll do it later. Can we borrow some healthcare? Sure. I mean, I guess. We don't have the great. The thing is, we don't have the greatest healthcare. Like in the U.S., I think the healthcare is better than the U.S. if you have money. Like if you have money, healthcare is hands down better than the U.S. In Canada, we have this thing where it's like we can't have like private healthcare really. Like we can only have like specific parts of our healthcare be private. But like, yeah, in the U.S., if you have money, it's like healthcare is like I think on average better. But the thing is, if you don't have healthcare at all, like you're screwed. In Canada, we have a safety net, which is arguably like a ethical, moral thing that I don't know. Borrow. How do you guys say it? Borrow? Borrow. Borrow. Hmm. Uh, do you believe in gods? The thing is, like, people have this conception of God being like well, people when people think about God, they have the conception of this man in like space. It's kind of like the vibe. It's kind of like the vibe I get when I first start thinking about God. But really, like God could it's like a very like I feel like people like say like, do you believe in God? And people don't really think through what God really is or who He is or But like God could just be like an abstract like this weird force that we just don't know of, like this weird immaterial force. It doesn't necessarily have to be like personified at all, like at all. Um, but it's just something like it's like a force that's kind of like the purpose of the universe, or like it kind of explains it all. But it doesn't have to be like a dude. Um, so I don't know. Like I don't really know how to explain that. Like I mean, okay, wait. So do you believe in gods? No, I mean, I can. I think I believe. I don't know. I don't know if I believe or not. Like I don't think it's something that I can answer. Um, what software did you use to make the album? It's a trade secret. I'm not gonna tell you guys. No, it's Ableton. I use Ableton Live. Um, I actually want to do a album live, or not album live stream, but I want to do a live stream, of a production live stream actually, of making music and like live streaming it on this channel, because why not? Might be fun. Um, so yeah, it might be pretty cool. It's just like show you guys like how I do what I do. And yeah, maybe you guys can give me some pointers as well. It'll be like this thing. It'll be like a reciprocal thing. I show you guys some stuff. You guys show me other stuff. I think it'll be dope. Soft. How middle of a middle child are you? I'm not a middle child. Are you being watched? I mean, I'd hope so. I hope these stats, these YouTube stats, aren't lying to me. 10 concurrent viewers. I get 10 people watching me right. 11 people watching me right now. That's insane. I don't remember who you are, but I'm subscribed. Yeah, I'm some guy, I think. Yeah, I'm just some. Yeah, I'm some guy. Are you being watched, Santa Claus? Are you the oldest son? I don't know. Am I? Maybe. Who's my favorite YouTuber? Dreg, obviously. Um, guys, obviously Dreg. Oh my god. Um, other than Drag, Too Mad is pretty funny. I remember first finding out about Too Mad. I think I watched Too Mad's videos like I think I watched a lot of his videos all in one day, because like I didn't know who he was, and I found out about Too Mad, and I just watched the videos for like 6 hours straight. And my brain was fried, and then I don't think I ever like watched him again. Maybe I watched like a video or two after that. But like Too Mad really sticks out to me as like a YouTuber that like had a profound effect on me, because his stuff was just so like so much like crack, just constant ADHD. Um, I don't know. I watched the Needle Drop. I watch his reviews a lot. Um, yeah, I mean, I just watch random YouTube videos. Oh, Joel Haver. Joel Haver is really good. Joel Haver. Watch Joel Haver. He's really good. Also, Valley Select. I really like Valley Select stuff.
Really cool guy as well. Like, highly recommend you guys watch Valley Select stuff. Um, Amazing YouTuber. I actually want to watch a show. He's actually Valley Select is putting on a show. I don't know if you guys know this, but you guys need to watch Valley Select's live show. If the border opens up to Canada U.S. border, because you guys from the U.S. can actually go to Ottawa right now, like you guys, or to Canada. You guys can travel from the U.S. to Canada, but we can't do the same. We can't travel from Canada to the U.S., which is stupid because it should be like both or none, in my opinion. But if the border is open, I want to travel and see Valley Select in New York City in like November. That'd be pretty cool because I know he's performing there. What is Dreg's unironic politic? Yes. Fallout New Vegas. I don't know. I've played Fallout 4 when I was like a kid, but that's it. I don't guys, to be honest, I don't really play video games. I don't have time. I don't have time for video games. Except for Tetris and chess. Those are the two games that I play a lot. Other than that, I don't really play video games. Yo, Schnurb in the house. Schnurb in the house. Yo, Schnurb. Yeah, Schnurb's a legend. Guys, subscribe to Schnurb. Subscribe to Schnurb, guys. He's guy's a legend. Yeah, Joel Haver is an amazing guy. Like, I really love his videos. Like, the fact, like, I don't know how he does it. You know, like his videos are always always really professionally made, and they also have this like vibe of just like homeschool, like it's like they're very organic, and they also are like a lot of the time they're just like meaningless. A lot of the time, it's just the meta for Joel Haver's videos is kind of like is being like overly self-aware in the situation, and then the situation kind of like you're kind of like self-aware to the point where it just kind of peers out into kind of like nothingness. Although it doesn't really peer out, but there's just like no meaning in what he's doing in a lot of his videos. There's just like conversations about like something interesting, and like I find that like I don't know, there's like already metas being developed from his videos, but like I really like I really like the whole vibe, to be honest. Like I really like what Joel Ab is doing. Um, Oh yeah, that's the other thing. I really like the idea of like videos that have no meaning. I really love the idea of just like making stuff that has like zero meaning. I feel like a lot of people are obsessed with meaning. Like people want things to like mean something, or like have a point to it. I love it when things just don't have any point. Like it's just like or like a very abstract point that people can't grasp at. I find that like I feel like it's obviously an explored territory, but I feel like it's just kind of like I feel like I'm more driven to do things that don't feel like they have a lot of meaning. Anyways, um, uh, expose something about Dreg. Uh, uh, um, Dreg likes garlic sometimes. All right. What are you guys talking about? The artificial chameleon skins those Korean scientists made? No. What are those chameleon skins? Might be a code, guys. Who knows? You never know. Might be a code, might not be a code. Weaponized autism. Authenticity versus ego and understanding. What is it? Artificial chameleon skin. Okay, let me look at this up. Chameleon skin. New artificial chameleon skin. What? Whoa. That's pretty cool. Chameleon skin. So we can. Interesting. Oh, that is pretty cool, actually. I wonder if it feels like. It feels like it's going to feel like really plasticky. I mean, it's cool that it just shifts color, but. So, I mean, what's the difference between this chameleon skin and. Or this fake chameleon. This fake chameleon skin and an actual. And just like LED lights. The process of rolling out the album, it's pretty simple. I made a bunch of music, and then I mastered a lot of them, like pretty close to the deadline. And I'm still pretty unhappy with a lot of the mastering I did on it, but I had to get it out. Otherwise, I would lose $1,000 as per my deal. If I don't meet that deadline, I lose $1,000. And that $1,000 is going to go away to a meat factory, and I don't advocate. I'm not a fan of meat factories, yeah, no, that's pretty much it. Like it's just the process was finish the music over a course of a while. Also the album art. Ah, shit, the album art. That was I've always thought about the album art as being like a thing you can just do last minute, but yeah, the album art was like a nightmare to do. Like it was really hard. It took me a couple days. What was your biggest influence as a teen? I think Daft Punk and Sebastian were my two biggest influences. When I went through my edgy, like nihilist teen phase, I was listening to a lot of Sebastian because it kind of related to how I felt. What is FMAB? Father is punished when he isn't guilty. The entire plot is a metaphor for being. What is FMAB? FMAB. Father is punished when he isn't guilty. The entire plot is a metaphor for being unable to control his desires. Yet he's imprisoned when being told it was the outcome he desired. That's weird. No one ever sympathizes with them. They just hate. I don't have enough context. I don't really watch Full Metal Alchemist. I think I stepped into it a little bit as a back in it, like way back in the day, but I've never really. I don't really know much about it. I still need to listen to Donda. I haven't listened to Donda. I still want to listen to it. Speaking of cover art, Donda, fantastic cover art. That's what I should have done. I should have just made the entire album art just black. And then when Kanye West released Donda, I should have just sued him. Be like, Donda listening stream. All right, let's listen to it right now, guys. I haven't listened to a single song.
Donda, 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 Donda.
What the hell's going on? This is an amazing song.
Donda, 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 Donda.
Anyways, That part of the stream will probably be muted. Probably get like copyright or something. Didn't really think about that, but yeah, sure, we could have a Dawn to listening stream. I guess. Yeah, I mean, Donda was a really good song. I really like it. So far, I like it. I like where it's going. You know, I love when the opening track is just something like that catches you by surprise. Something unconventional. You hate it. Oh, come on. What the hell? I like it. I like it. All right, guys. I might leave in a bit. I'm just trying to think of if there's anything else album-wise that there's to talk about. Can you play instrument? Yeah, I can play some piano, some guitar, and then I used to be able to play clarinet back in the day. Favorite song to make? Favorite song to make? I Am Machine was really fun to make. I Am Machine. It was like a really fun track because I just didn't really care about. Like, I didn't actually expect it to go on the album or whatever. I was just kind of like messing around, and I was like testing out. Like, I was like playing around with my synth. Oh, I have an analog synth that I actually got, and I was playing around with the sounds and stuff, and that was really fun to make. So yeah, and then like it actually kind of just it's like you play around and then eventually you add enough stuff and it becomes a track. So that was a track that I kind of like formed out of me having a lot of fun. I mean, I had a lot of fun with a lot of other tracks, but I mean, with some tracks, like for example, "Starry Nights," I made it because I felt like really inspired to. Like, I felt like I needed to get an emotion out, but like I wasn't like ecstatic making it. Like I liked it, and I had like a vision for it, but I wasn't like ecstatic making the track. But there's some tracks that I Am Machine I had a really fun time making. Cyber Clash, I think I had a great time making that. It was really fun. White Swan, I love like White Swan was like really fun to make as well. But yeah, I mean most of the album was fun to make. Yeah, I think I Am Machine was like the most fun to make for me. All right, yo, goodbye, Santa Claus. I also need to eat. I haven't really eaten much today. Also, and I'm getting a little tired because I feel like it's foodlessness is getting to me. Do you listen to Loverboy? Who's Loverboy? Oh, is that a song from Donda? Oh no, it's just a band. 3 months. Drake album. I don't know. I don't really listen to Drake. I do. I've never really like rap isn't really my genre. But like listening to like Drake in like a party setting, like I actually understand what he's going for. Like I actually see why people like him a lot. It's not something I would listen to in my room, like in headphones. That's not like that. The rap is not that kind of music that I would go for that kind of stuff. But in a party setting, like I like Drake and I guess like all these other rappers, like they have like a lot of energy, and I enjoy them in like a party setting. Yeah, I did a lot of rapping on the album, like especially like tracks like Blast Off, One Chord Wonder, Volaqual, Razor, Proxima B. In the end, I did a ton of rapping. I did so much rapping on those tracks. How am I Canadian? Well, I live in Canada. So that's how. Is Star Trek cool or lame? I don't know. Star Trek seems to be pretty interesting. But it's kind of like before my time for the most part, I would say. Alrighty. All right. Well, if if you guys don't have any other questions, concerns, comments, I guess I'll wrap up the stream. give it another 20 seconds.
15.
10. Are you happy with my life? Yeah, I'm pretty happy. I think I'm happy. All right. See you guys. Have a good one. I might do more of these. It was actually really fun. I didn't expect it to be as fun as it was. All right. See you guys.